It's only after you have stepped outside your comfort zone that you begin to change, grow, and transform. A very good morning to our guest for the day, our MD Dr. Jai Singh, all faculty members and students of IIEBM. I, Jayesh Tripathi, welcome you all to this session of the pre-induction program of the batch 23-25. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome our guest, Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Tushar Ghate. Sir, may I have your permission to proceed? Thank you, sir. Sir was commissioned into 3 Engineer Regiment of Madras Sappers in 1996. During 22 years of army career, Sir has served in almost all types of terrains and sectors. He completed his MTech in Nuclear Technology from prestigious Bhabha Atomic Research Center in Mumbai. He has also done PhD in Nuclear Energy from Pune University. Apart from regimental tenures, he has also served in Bomb Disposable Company in operational sector. He was also entrusted with responsibilities related to strategic operations. During the service, he was awarded with commendation medals twice for his outstanding service. After taking VRS in 2017, he is now actively working in residue-free farming and renewable energy sector. Please join me in welcoming Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Tushar Ghate.
Colonel Vinod Marva, President, Dr. Jai, Dr. Poonam, Dr. Rupal, staff, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning. So at the outset, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the staff and the committee for giving me this wonderful opportunity to interact with the future of India. So in next 45 minutes or so, we will not keep it as a monologue, but we will keep it as an interaction. So what we are going to do, we are going to talk about the leadership qualities and other aspects of leadership and entrepreneurship. So while doing so, like a born soldier, I would like to correlate it with the armed forces, and that's how we will try to get the inferences from there. So rather than keeping it as a monologue, let's keep it as a discussion. So whenever you want to stop me, you are most welcome. You can stop me in between. You can add on to something. You can ask me anything. So this is how we will keep it. And towards end, then we can have a sort of interaction or question answer session. So is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Good. So let's start our, I would say, discussion or session with a short clipping on National Defence Academy, NDA. Friends, you must be aware that NDA is also known as Cradle of Leadership, where boys and now even girls from all over the country, starting from Gujarat to Manipur and Pondicherry to J&K, they join NDA at the age of 18 years, and within 3 years, the National Defence Academy converts these boys into men and now even girls into women. So how they do it, let's watch it in a short clipping. So while these boys and girls, after getting transformed to officer, then they join their respective wings like Army, Navy and Air Force. And after undergoing their training, then we will spend few minutes here and we will discuss what they do at the age of 22 and 23 years. and I'm sure you must be of the same age, generally 20 to 23 years. So we'll just see what they do at their age. You must have seen this photograph. Any idea who are they? Any significance? Of course, they are the women Indian Air Force pilots, but any other significance? Any idea? Yes, that's right. So these three lady officers, they created history in India. They joined Indian Air Force in 2016, and after 3 years of training, they are the first the batch, three lady pilots who have joined Indian Air Force as fighter pilots. So today, at the age of 23, 24, 25, they are flying, you know what? They are flying MiG-21, they are flying Rafales, and they are flying Sukhoi aircrafts. Any idea who are they? One is Bhavna, one is Avni, and third I'm forgetting the name, starts from M. Any idea? Okay, so these are the three lady officers. Now just imagine they are flying aircraft, Rafale aircraft. Any idea what is the price of Rafale aircraft? Any? Be very informal. Any idea? You know? How much? 250 crore. Okay. So generally Rafale price, it doesn't matter actually, but the price of Rafale is somewhere close to 1000 crore rupees. Okay. And it's single seater aircraft. Now what we have got. And imagine, now she must be squadron leader Bhavna. She has been given responsibility by Government of India, by the Indian Armed Forces, by Indian Air Force of doing what? Taking off this flying machine, which she flies at max speed. Max speed means speed more than speed of sound. Carrying thousands of kgs of high explosive bombs under her belly in the aircraft. And she's not flying from Delhi to Agra or Delhi to Mumbai on a fun trip. Friends, she's flying into enemy zone, and there she has been given a responsibility to accomplish the mission, take on the enemy, and complete the mission and come back safely. So that is most important. And just imagine, what is her age? 23 to 25. And is she a daughter of some general? Is she a daughter of some prime minister? Is she a daughter of some entrepreneur? No. These girls, they hail from a very mediocre background. So this is one example what a person, a lady or a gentleman, after getting a proper guidance can do. So this we talked about Air Force. Now let's talk about Navy. So this is a typical photograph of submarine. Now a lieutenant commander, that means rather commander at the rank of major or lieutenant colonel. He is in charge of the submarine. Now you must be aware, one submarine goes down and it starts sailing 100 meters below sea level. You know how many days they sail uninterruptedly? Few months. They go down and they sail for few months. And imagine they are sailing in a very congested area. There is no luxury, hardly any place to sit, sleep. And the crew of 40 to 50 people, they are sailing below sea level, approaching enemy ports like Karachi and other. And imagine if they are noticed, what is going to happen? They are going to get hit, and that's end of it. But they are doing it for us, and after getting a proper guidance. So that is what we have just spoken about Navy. Armed Forces, as rather Army, after getting their training from NDA and passing out from IMA or OTA, some of them they join fighting arms, paras, engineers, signals, and various arms. So these are the para commandos. They join paras at the age of 23, 24, 25, and the type of mission what they accomplish, we all are aware about it. So a small example, we all know when the surgical strikes were carried out, these strikes were not carried out, or they were not led by colonels or brigadiers or generals. They were led by youngsters at the rank of major. So what was their age at that time? 28, 29, 30. Two columns went into LOC during peacetime. They had responsibility of men and mission, what they were entrusted with. And they were supposed to go in during peacetime, take on the enemy camps, terrorist camps, blow them off, and come back safely. Just imagine, suppose they would have got notice there, what would have happened? Because it was peacetime scenario. A nation entering into another, forces entering from one nation to another during peacetime would have been a breach of Geneva Conventions and other things also. So it would have escalated to a full-scale war. A small mistake by a youngster would have resulted into what? That is as far as mission is concerned. And what about the safety and lives of the people who were totally dependent on his orders? So that's how very clean operation was conducted by these two majors, and it got laurels for our nation. So that is what a person joins armed forces in army, navy and air force, what they do. Why I brought out these examples? If you get right opportunity and if you get right guidance, then this is how you can transform. Just imagine squad leader Bhavna 3-4 years back, she must be sitting somewhere like us. She must be sitting in some cafe, chatting with her friends and doing her normal activities. Nobody would have thought that a right opportunity what she had got and then what she converted into what type of a big, I would say, goal. We cannot continue this talk without mentioning something about Kargil. Friends, July falls to be a Kargil month, and any idea what is Kargil Day? Any idea? 26th of July is the Kargil Day. So I would take your attention towards it, and then we'll try and draw some inferences out of what our people, heroes did in Kargil. Major Manoj Pandey. It's my honor, privilege to mention that he was my course mate. We were together in academy. That time we were deployed in Western Sector. He was there in, he was deployed on LOC in Jubar Hills. The way he fought with a bravery and while clearing various peaks and mountains at one place in Jubar Hills, exceptional courage, and he succumbed to the wounds and he made the supreme sacrifice for us. And again, Major Manoj Pandey, he was not son of a brigadier or a general. Just imagine the background from where he hails. Why I am trying to bring out these points, it doesn't matter from what background you come, at what age you come, what education you have got. It is only that your sheer dedication and your focus. If you have got, आप दुनिया इधर की उधर कर सकते हो. And it's not that I am talking it just like that. These are the examples. These are the live examples. Major Manoj Pandey, he has given his supreme sacrifice for us. And imagine that time his age was 24, 25. उनका भी कोई aspiration होगा या नहीं होगा, that he would have thought about getting married, having a good bike, going around and all those things. But when he knew that all these operations were 100% suicidal operations, where the possibility of coming back alive was almost nil. I would like to just mention one thing here. When these operations were carried out, that time enemy was sitting at the peak and we were sitting at the down below level. So it was like a video game. So they were taking a pot shot on us. So all missions were suicidal, where an army officer with his platoon forming a platoon rod column, they were supposed to scale the mountains in front of the enemy and then approach them and destroy the bunkers. That time you won't believe, there used to be a fight in the regiments where CO had to take out the lucky draw to send the officer because everybody wanted to go for these operations, knowing that most of them, they are going to come back in coffins and in flags. But that's how they did it, and they did it for us, and because of them, today we are sitting here in an air-conditioned hall, and with shirt and tie. So that's the supreme sacrifice what they did. While I was talking, what type of education you have got, whether you are engineer, you are BCom, or you are BSc graduate, it doesn't matter. Your age also doesn't matter. Why age doesn't matter, we will come to it subsequently. Another example, Naib Subedar Yogender Singh. He joined forces at the age of 16, 17. जवान में recruitment 16-17 year पे होता है. So he joined, not much educated. Within 1 to 2 years, he was deployed in Kargil operations. And with his exemplary heroic actions, what he did, he captured bunkers on Tiger Hill where most of his colleagues got shot. And he was the one who was alive. And because of his bravery, he was awarded Paramveer Chakra by the grace of God, and because of his valor and bravery, it was not posthumous, he is still alive and serving in Indian Armed Forces. Now, he was Jawan Sipai who joined forces at the age of 16th year, and he gets his honor at the age of 19th year. Just imagine, 19वें साल में हम लोग क्या कर रहे होते. And his education and his family background from where he hails from. And it's a typical that movie story. Jaldi shadi ho gayi thi, and immediately after his marriage, he was sent to this Kargil operations, and that's how. So another inference. Why I'm giving you these examples? This is how we are trying to draw the inferences and conclusions. So first we saw, if we get a right track, right guidance, we can get transformed to, from bottom to top, we can go. Second, your background doesn't matter. Third, type of education and age doesn't matter. So these are the live examples. We need not refer any books for this. Vikram Batra, you must have seen the movie, Ye Dil Mange More. Another, my batchmate, my coursemate, what to say? I am just alive here and he is there with the God. No words. What do I say? He hails from what type of background? Just imagine. He was the son of a school teacher. So let's serve the nation. When we say serve the nation, not necessary that every time you have to be in uniform. It's service to the nation means what we say, army is a way of life. So whether you are in uniform, you are retired, you are working in whatever sector, you work for the nation, you work for the society, do your job honestly, and future is yours. So not necessary that every time you have to don the uniform, but remember that you should live your life like army. So make it like army should be your way of life. And this is the most suitable platform, most ideal platform what you have got. You are the lucky people that you have got such a platform where it's a combination of, you can say, education, corporate background and army background. So what else one can expect? So this is the best combination and you must make best use of it. When we join academies, in these academies, there are various tracks from where we are supposed to go, travel on bicycles. So everywhere there is something written very prominently. When going gets tough, tough gets going. So remember this, whenever you find a particular thing which is tough to negotiate, at that point of a time, remember that it's going, it's fading away. Now I will give you very small examples at my level, don't give up, and then we will go to big examples. So I'll start with my small example. I hail from a rural background, a typical Marathi medium training, and when I applied for SSB, I got through in written exam and then I was called for SSB interview. We were supposed to report at Bangalore railway station. So there we reported. And to my shock or a surprise, I saw a group of 45 students, most of them fluent English, 6 feet height, talking polished language. Most of them, they underwent a formal training on SSB interviews, and I was like out of the place. So one thing came to my mind for a second, then apna to koi banne wala hai nahi, let's go back. But then I thought ki once we have come here, there must be something, why not to give a try? And then I went in and got through for the armed forces. and the history is there. So that is one example, don't give up. But this is a very, very small example to begin with what I have given for myself. There would be the real examples, what we will be seeing it in subsequent slides. You must have seen this picture, perception. Some of us, you would say that it's 6, it's 9. Situation is same, but the perception is different. So it's up to you. वो घिसा पीटा एग्जाम्पल नहीं देना चाहता हूँ, हाफ कप ऑफ टी और हाफ ग्लास ऑफ वाटर. सो सेम थिंग, whether you want to think about that half filled glass or you want to think about that empty portion. So it's up to you. When we go for SSB interviews, there we are shown different pictures. Out of that, they are supposed to gauge us about our perception and our thought process. There is one picture here. Now, let's take a minute here. For this picture, there is a past, there is a present, and something is going to happen in future. So take a second, think about it. What would have happened in the past, what is happening right now, and what is going to happen in future? Any takers? Yes. Yes, first gentleman. What do you think, what is happening in this picture? You can give your thought. Yeah. You can talk loudly a little bit. Yeah.
Sir, there is a person in the water. So the other person help him to get out of from the river. So it's a helping attitude.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, please.
Jai Hind, sir. I am Gurpreet Dua. Sir, maybe in the past, what I can think, the person in the river must be very rude, and the person holding the rope must be have forgiven him for his rudeness, and he is trying to help him. As the river is flowing, he is trying to get him out. And in the present, I can say that he is helping him to come out, and in the future, maybe when he will be in need, that person will help him to come out of the situation.
Okay. Let's hear from the person sitting in the corner. Yeah. Yes.
Jai sir, my name is Krishna, and I can see he has tied his rope on his waist. So he's
Yeah, go on.
yeah. So he's trying to pull him, and also at the same time he tied himself, so the grip don't like.
Okay. One more gentleman wants to add on to something. Yeah, please.
Jai Hind, sir. I'm Dhritwan from West Bengal. So we can see that that person is in the water, and maybe they went through a training session, and he is with the rope, but he wants him to learn swimming. That's why he is waiting. He's not helping. So I think that's the lesson he wants to give him.
Yeah, perfect. So these are the various perceptions. Like there is nothing right or wrong. What the gentleman said, on the similar guidelines, I replied to this particular situation. So what is my inference out of it, that nobody is running or nobody is trying to help somebody. It's like a father is teaching his son about, he's teaching him how to swim, and he's just standing outside, and then he's giving him the swimming lessons, and he's telling that don't worry, you will learn it, and if something wrong happens, I'm there for you. Good enough? So this can be another perception. If I can, you will. Here, I would definitely like to give example from the house itself. The president of IIBM, Colonel Vinod Marwa, after joining NDA, participating in 1971 war, he retires at the age of 45. Today his age is 75, and those 30 years, I will not talk about his glorious service in armed forces, but I want to take your attention towards this particular caption. An MTech in civil engineering, army officer, with no background of industry, chemical industry or educational trust. He sets up 2 factories which has got highest production in Asia, and there are very few such factories in the world which has got that type of production in the chemicals what they are producing, manufacturing rather. And it has come up only with sheer grit and determination. About the multifarious activities, army officer, civil engineering, running 2 chemical factories or industries, then finding out young talent like you, and then giving you opportunity to become a good civilian, good entrepreneur. So imagine the band and multifarious activities. Inference drawn. If you think and you decide, you can fit into any role, and then you can perform, and you can perform to the best. So, ladies and gentlemen, leadership is not a position or a title. It's action and example. Yes, leadership can be given to you because of your ability, because of your selection. You pass your IAS, IPS, or you become an army officer through SSB. Okay, now you are a district collector of a district. You are SP of a particular district, or you are a platoon commander, appointment given you. But then what? Then it's up to you to prove yourself. So appointment is nothing but it's proving yourself through examples. So it's by delivering or by proving yourself. Don't be merely follower, be an achiever. Again, you become IAS, IPS, or you become a boss, a manager in a corporate sector, you join it with a particular salary, with a particular package, with a particular appointment. And then you are just floating, you are not thinking anything. What are your aspirations? I will get married, I will have a bike, I will buy a flat with EMI. Today I am 25 years old. At the age of 40, I will have my kids. Then I will give them proper education. At the age of 55 or at the age of 58, one fine day, my office will organize a farewell for me. I will be sitting here on a table. People there will be, they will be praising for you, and then you will be given some memento. 5 o'clock, you are out of the office, and that's end of it, what you have done. So, do we really want to live that type of life? So you must think. Ladies and gentlemen, life is very precious. Every day, every moment, it's going. It's not coming back. It's not coming back. It's slipping out of your hand. So you have to decide at whatever point of a time, but decide that where you want to be. You want to be a merely follower or an achiever. When you leave a particular institution, when you leave your organization, and on a holistic angle, if you leave this earth, make an imprint before you leave. From wherever you are living, make an imprint. I'll take a minute here. Whenever in army, there is a very important aspect of KRA. When we join armed forces, when we were youngsters, you may like to make a note of these 3 points if possible. In our first interview, my CEO asked me, yeah, what are your KRAs? I didn't know the full form of also KRA. So I was like a blank. Then he explained me. Friends, KRA is something which is very important, what you must have it in your life. These are the key result areas, what you can distribute it, or you can divide it into 3 parts. One can be your professional KRA, personal KRA, and social KRA. So wherever you are going, in a corporate or wherever, or in your colleges, first thing is professional KRA. Say on 1st January, you write it on a piece of paper, you paste it in your hostel, wherever. Professional, yes, this year I will crack CAT exam or whatever, or I will clear this particular exam, or I will do well in this subject, I will learn something, C, C++, whatever. So as per your field, you must set KRA. That is for professional. Second is personal KRA. Friends, it is very, very important. It's not only about the work, but it has to be balance of work and your personal things also. So set your personal KRAs also. Yes, every morning I will get up, go for 5 kilometers walk, 5-kilometer run, I will go for a swim, whatever are your personal KRAs, or you had a tussle with your cousin, you are not gelling well with your parents, or it could be anything, set it up for you. Yes, this year I will try to sort out these things, and I will give attention to my body, my health, and so on. That is second. And third important, at your age bracket, you must think about it, social KRA. Ladies and gentlemen, you are aware that there is a large section in the society who are, these people, they are underprivileged because of their physical limitations, social limitations, financial limitations. So if you come from a village, I'm just giving you an example, there must be some बुढ़िया, कोई औरत होगी, जिनके बच्चे उनके पास में नहीं रह रहे हैं. At the age of 85, 90, she is staying alone. She needs financial support, she needs social support also. So make an attempt. Try and meet these people, give them support. Your one pat for them makes hell lot of a difference for them. German, we are blessed. We are born in a very good family. We are not handicapped. We are healthy. God has given us everything. It's our duty to give something back to the society. So try and inculcate these three things in you. So set up KRAs, take a review after quarter or a month, whenever you feel like, but then you will be focused. Otherwise you will keep drifting. कि हाँ आज मैंने वो C++ कर लिया, कल मैंने ये एग्जाम में चला गया, CAT में मेरा हुआ नहीं, तो now I have joined the company. What you are doing? So set it up for you. Makes a sense? Yes, sir. Maintain diary and record. Again, give you example of Colonel Mahava, the president. He doesn't use laptop. He always has got a diary. Whenever he takes out the diary, you are afraid, literally, what he has written and what all points. Most important thing, gentlemen, make an attempt. Now, these diaries could be digital diaries for you. It could be a small notebook also. But always what we do, that is what is taught to us in Forge. Carry a small notebook and a pen with you. And you jot down anything which is there. कि आज मैंने electricity का bill भरना था, or I was supposed to go and meet my parents, or whatever it is. So when you go to sleep, you take out, oh, I forgot this. So it is there with you, or you set up an alarm or something in your mobile phone. You have got mobile phones with you, but make an attempt to see what you were supposed to do for the day and what you have done for the day. So it's like internal self audit. It helps you a lot. Do it up. Very small thing. We all are spoiled brats. We come from a background where we are one or two. हम अकेले हैं या you have got a brother or a sister, you get up and then you start your day. It must be a very small thing, but your self-discipline starts with making up your bed. Do it. That feeling itself will give you that confidence, and it will awake you. Man, I have to organize myself. And that organizing myself starts the moment you get up from the bed. You try and do it. In the hostels, obviously now you have to do it, but when you are at home, try to do it. A very small thing, but it will make a difference for you. Core spirit, that is what is hammered and taught to us in armed forces, because that is the necessity of armed forces, because your identity is totally washed out. It doesn't matter you are Tushar Ghate or your Sandeep Patil or XYZ. It's washed. It is only an officer in uniform. Because that is the requirement of armed forces, because whenever you are going on missions, it's not personality oriented, it has to be as a team. So that is what is taught and groomed in armed forces. So like for us, when we are supposed to pass out in third term, there's a very notorious or very challenging, you can say, a run back. That is called a chindits. So we are left in jungles in academy in Dehradun. There they give us ration, dry ration, which is sufficient for us to survive for 24 hours, dry ration, some fruits and some water. And we are supposed to carry 22.5 kgs of load, haversack, drill weapon, DP weapon. We are given map, and if you are a company, like I was from casino company, so you are left in the jungles, you are given a time, you are given checkpoints, and then you are supposed to report back in academy in a stipulated time period. Now you will think, acha, hum log to chale gaye, hum log 22, we were 22 of us, given points. It's not that you start navigating, you reach first point, Tushar wahan pe chala gaya, apna likh liya, aage chala gaya, dusra. It's not like that. It has to be team. So all 22 members, they are supposed to report at the same time at checkpoint 1, checkpoint 2, checkpoint 3. It's not that if I reach early and somebody is limping behind, we are not supposed to leave him back. We are supposed to carry him with us. So that is how the team spirit. So the team spirit is taught to us in academies because that is the requirement of armed forces. But you people, you would be entering into corporate, you would be the future CEOs, you would be heading companies, you would have your own organization. You are sitting in Silicon Valley, somebody is sitting in Meghalaya, and you want some help or something. You just give him a call. Okay, I am from 23 to 25 batch. क्या कर रहा है यार आजकल? आप सीधा पे आ जाओ. ये मेरा काम तुमने करना ही है. So that team spirit, it is beyond rank and file and beyond your personal relations. And you will find that beyond your relatives also, what bonding you would in fact have, you will create in these 2 years. That will be the strongest bonding, and that will even go beyond your families. Mark my words. Again, physical fitness, I'm sure you guys must be following it here. Whatever you like, you want to go for a run, you want to go for swim, you want to do yoga, you want to go for badminton. Fauji parlance mein, screw your body for 60 minutes in the morning or in the night. That time the body should curse you. But those 60 minutes of screwing your body will give you 60 years of healthy life. And remember this, do it for yourself. Otherwise, you would be entering into corporate sectors where there would be a lot of peer pressure, there would be a lot of performance pressures, you would be working late nights, and end of the day, at the age of 35, 40, you will have Audi car, you would have a big bungalow, everything, a big bar, everything, but you cannot eat because you have got high sugar, you cannot go out because you have got spondylitis. Is it worth? It's not worth. So try and make balance of everything, balance of your work, balance about your physique, and balance about your social activities. So this is most important. Otherwise, end of the day, you will remain a normal working machine. Are we supposed to be like that? Definitely no. That is again what we are taught in armed forces. Again, I am taking back you to the army. Recently married, a wife comes from a typical civil background. We are sitting in home, 11 o'clock, we are about to go to sleep. Regimental officers will drop in and they will say, ma'am, खाना बना दो. फ्रिज में कुछ होगा नहीं होगा कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, आप परोठा बना दो, कुछ भी बना दो. It's not by default, gentlemen, it's by design. That's how the bonding is made, it is inculcated. So that's how the bonding has to be there. So remember that whatever are your social bondings, your friendships, they are the real assets in your life, beyond your relatives. You might think that whatever I'm talking is little off track, but when you will grow in your life, these are the people who are sitting here, your course mates, they are the real family for you. Take a break from work. Whenever, right now, you are undergoing training, आपका भी education चल रहा है, that's okay. But when you join the work, that point of a time, take out 6-7 days. 7 days, forget that. If you are, say, in Infosys, forget that Infosys नाम की कोई entity इस दुनिया में exist करती है. Forget about it. You move out. You make a call to your bumchum friend. You make a call to anybody, your cousin, anyone. Move out. Forget everything. Leave behind your mobile. Forget everything. आपने अपने घर में बताना आई एम अलाइव, अगर कुछ होगा तो मैं बता दूंगा. गो वेर एवर यू वॉन्ट टू. गो टू गोवा, यू गो टू ये पंढरपुर का वारी, यू गो टू हाइक, यू गो एनीवेयर, but refresh yourself. These 6-7 days, taking off time from your routine, from the work and routine people, and rejuvenating yourself, reviving yourself. Very, very important. Try and do that. Again, have a look at this pic. You will be at various positions, like you will be DGM or you will be COO or CEO, and then if you find at one fine day, okay, mera bahut ho gaya, I want to go back to my village and I want to work for the people there, or I just want to take a break and do something XYZ for myself. But then something will hit you. I have got a car, chauffeur driven gaadi aa rahi hai. Every month that green message is I am getting in my mobile, 5 lakh rupees credited. अच्छा चल रहा है, why should I leave it? But it's the mindset. Imagine the power of the horse, but because of those shackles, his master is not handling him. He has just tied him with a chair, but he is not able to move, come out of these shackles. Very important. Again, you will find two type of people. अगर कोई काम हो गया तो फर्स्ट व्हाट विल, ये खराब था, वो खराब था, ये खराब था, ये खराब था, तो व्हाट विल हैपन, आप सामने वाले का मोरल पहले डाउन कर दोगे. एंड देन सो यू कैन टैकल हिम इन अ बेटर वे. यू कैन टेल हिम, सपोज ही हैज डन अ वर्क एंड देयर आर 40 गुड थिंग्स एंड 60 बैड थिंग्स. फर्स्ट पैट हिम फॉर 40 थिंग्स, गुड, अच्छा किया, ये, बट लेट्स ट्राई एंड improve these things. So that is the way, looking at the situation and handling it. You have to learn it because you are going to be the leaders, because you are passing out from such a institute where you are supposed to become leaders and not the followers in whatever respective fields you would be entering into. Most important, do what is right, not what is easy. Don't take shortcuts. Don't take shortcuts. When I joined regiment, I come from Pune and I was on a course where I had a ball. I did not study. I screwed the course. I went back with a pathetic grading in my unit. My CO tells me only one thing. Don't take shortcuts. These 3-4 months you had a ball, but after that, what you are going to get, the postings and other assignments, it will be hell for you. Had you done it in the other way around, you have worked hard in those 3 months, what you would have got the best part of it. So decision is yours. By the grace of God, he sends me in a very next week again to Pune for a course and my life changes. So this is the time, this is your campaign time. In this slog, because this is how you are going to make your life. Otherwise, you will break your life. So decision is yours. Whatever you are doing, morning when you get up or when you are going to sleep, when you see yourself in mirror, you should be able to अपने आपके मिरर में आँख में आँख डालने का आपका, that is the thing what you should have in yourself, कि इतना आप में honesty होना चाहिए और achievement होना चाहिए कि what you have done, you have not done anything wrong. And वो सामने वाले के आँख में आँख डाल के बात करने की जरूरत नहीं. You are the one who is answerable to yourself. Very important. Again, count your blessings. Friends, count your blessings. So criticizing, cribbing is one part of the way to look at the things, and counting your blessings and how to integrate yourself, how to do best for you, for the society and for the nation. Always remember, nation come first, always. Because that's how, because we have born in a country, beautiful country like India. Imagine the boys and girls who have born in places like Syria, Afghanistan. Just imagine their lives, or somebody born in Alaska, and we are sitting here. If the temperature rises 30 to 33 degrees, sweating हो जाता है, AC on कर देते हैं. थोड़ी सी ट्रैफिक हो गई, आई एम 3 minutes लेट. ओके, आज बस में मुझे बैठने के लिए एक ही सीट मिला, दो नहीं मिला. बट इमेजिन दोज पीपल हु आर सिटिंग इन सीरिया एंड अदर प्लेसेस. Every day they are not getting rainfall, they are getting bomb showers. So just imagine, count your blessings. Whenever you are at your lowest, remember that is not the lowest. That is the point of a time where your life is going to start. And there cannot be better example than this. Always remember. Now towards end, like I said, July happens to be Kargil month. Hundreds of brave soldiers sacrifice their lives for us, for society, for nation. So in next 3 minutes, I will show you a small clip. Let's remember them, and with this we will conclude this lecture or whatever discussion. And after that, if you want to ask something, add on to something, you are most welcome. Yeah.
खामोश है जो ये वो सदा है, वो जो नहीं है वो कह रहा है. साथियों तुमको मिले जीत ही जीत सदा, बस इतना याद रहे एक साथी और भी था. जाओ जो लौट के तुम, घर हो खुशी से भरा. जाओ जो लौट के तुम, घर हो खुशी से भरा. बस इतना याद रहे एक साथी और भी था. बस इतना याद रहे एक साथी और भी था. कल पर्वतों पे कहीं बरसी थी जब गोलियां, हम लोग थे साथ में और हौसले थे जवां. अब तक चट्टानों पे है अपने लहू के निशान. साथी मुबारक तुम्हें ये जश्न हो जीत का।
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I finished. Thank you. If you want to ask something, want to add on to something, yes, please. After this, we will spend 5 minutes, if it is okay with you, and then I would like to bring in few things after my retirement, how I got switched over from a regular army background and what I am doing. So I am not saying it's an example, but what I have tried. So that's what I want to bring it to your notice. Yes.
Jain sir, my name is Aditya More. I am from Ratnagiri. So there are actually two questions of mine I wanted to ask. So first question is, what is your opinion on the role of government policies in supporting entrepreneurship in India? And second question is, because I completed my degree in horticulture. So what are some of the biggest trends and development you see in agriculture industry in India?
Okay, great. Now, in last 9 to 10 years, the government, thank you. Government is promoting entrepreneurship in various sectors, including commerce and other things, and also in agriculture, because you must be aware 54.3% of Indian population is dependent on agriculture or business indirectly related to agriculture. So the government is giving a very big thrust. There are various schemes, Pradhan Mantri Krushi Yojana and other incubation schemes, through which once you gather a particular experience and you are qualified, then you can apply for these incubations. There are big startups where you get grants starting from 1.5 lakhs to 50 lakh rupees. These are the non-returnable grants if your project is strong enough, and that's how government is promoting you. These are the grants. Second, for the projects, it is giving you soft loans also. There is something which is coming up for MSP, something directly related to the farmers, but other things like if you are into food processing, government is giving you a lot of opportunities and assistance in form of soft loans, helping you to get the land also, setting up the thing, warehouses and other things also. So that's how you can go ahead. Horticulture, it has got a huge scope, because now the government is with you and they are coming up with all these schemes like what I mentioned, Pradhan Mantri Krushi Yojana and other things also. Yes. So no questions. I think it was very boring, or I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Talk loudly. That's okay.
Jain sir, my name is Kshama Dubey. My question is, like all over during the session you were talking about army way of living. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Sir, during the session you were talking about army way of living. So can you please tell me, like guide us, what could be that one or two thing which we should inculcate in us from that army way of living?
The most important, thank you. Most important is discipline. Whatever you are doing it, do it in a disciplinary way. Don't do it in a haphazard manner. कि आज आप run के लिए गए, कल के बाद नहीं गए, or you started doing something like what we do, preparing for the staff college in army. So it's not the thing for a month or for a week. Then you plan it over a time. कि मैंने 2 साल, give it to yourself. Suppose you want to crack CAT exam, you give a particular time frame. It is not only time frame. What I feel, all these passing these exams and doing something, it's a mechanical way. What is taught to us in armed forces, like suppose you have to appear for a staff college. I haven't given staff college. I did MTech, but for the staff college, okay. These are the months available with you. These are the hours in a day which are available with you. These are the 4 subjects with you. So you divide your time in that and do it. So do it with a reverse calculation. You plan it that way, most important. And again, like I said, with this KRS, take stock of situation. If you are working, then it could happen that you are going wrong. I will not say wrong, but you need a mid-course correction. So think about yourself, talk to your peer people who are there with you, talk to your course mates, talk to your seniors, and that's how you be focused, you be on that path. And today or tomorrow, what is taught to us in army, कल 10 बजे ये bridge launch होगा. So that's what is task given to us, say in the evening. So that's how you plan it. Then suppose you have got scarcity of workforce or equipment or whatever, you plan it that way. And then you accomplish the mission or the task. So it has to be task oriented, and mid-course corrections, if required, is most important.
Jai Hind sir, myself Vishal Taylor. I am from Vadodara, Gujarat. So my question is, due to rapid changes in business due to AI or artificial intelligence, which sectors will be get more affected in upcoming time, and what will be the opportunities will be opened with the help of?
Very good question. Thank you. Like you said, AI. Ladies and gentlemen, with my little bit less knowledge or whatever, the future will be governed or will be captured, or whatever you can say. It will be governed by only 2 to 3 things. One is artificial intelligence, and second is energy. These are the 2 things. Now just imagine, I will, thank you, give you one small example. घर में हम लोग बात कर रहे थे, I wanted to buy that smart watch जो आता है ना आजकल ये वाला. So we were talking about it, and my daughter, she just उसने Google पे once he just browsed on that कि कितने में मिलता है. One day she browsed, and after 3, 4, 5 days, then we decided कि okay, we will buy it, and वो Amazon वगैरह है. तो the moment we clicked on that, 8:30 in the night, sitting in Deccan Gymkhana area, and it tells us कि morning 8:30 you will get the delivery. Okay, so we thought कि it's just they're just saying कि 8:30 नहीं आएगा, अगले दिन आएगा. 8:30 the person comes and I get a delivery ये watch का. So imagine what you are talking about, artificial intelligence. Now the database has gone there. A particular person sitting in Deccan Gymkhana area, he is browsing for the smart watch. So it is there in their database. Then what they have done, 2 बार 3 बार उसने किया है. So they have got that probability and statistics also. Suppose 100 people are browsing for it, then probability of getting converted to business may be 5. And from where he was browsing, they know lat long, Deccan Gymkhana area. So probably they would have made, I will not say arrangement, but they would have informed those people, warehouses or whosoever, there could be a customer who would be placing the order and you have to give him delivery. I am happy. 8:30 in the night, I place the order. 8:30 in the morning, I get the order. So that's how artificial intelligence is really going to kill you. So that is the thing which is going to come in. Second thing, energy. Everything is about energy. See, Ukraine war, Russian war. Europe is on its feet. Why? Because they are not getting gas, they are not getting petrol, they are not getting anything. The prices has gone up. The industries, they are closing down because whatever the unit rate was there, whatever say $1, it has gone to $6, $7. They cannot. So these are the 2 things which are going to govern the entire thing. That is, and database, of course. Okay, thank you so much. So it's like a generation thought process. Thank you. अपने जो दादाजी थे, that time we were in a scenario of partition, India getting independent. So that time their thing was survival. Most of them, some of them, they shifted from Pakistan, came to India. They had no base. So for them it was, मेरे सारे relatives आ जाए and I settled there. I am alive. So that was their priority. हमारे जो फादर मतलब अपना जनरेशन में तो अगेन जनरेशन गैप, बट फॉर अस लाइक आवर फादर्स, what like at that age bracket people, what they thought, I should have a house when I retire, I should have a small car when I retire, and I should give good education to my children. तो दादाजी के टाइम पे उनके बच्चे थे 5, 6, 7, we were 2 to 3, and I'm sure you must be 2 or 1. So at your generation now, their priority was मेरे बच्चे को अच्छे एजुकेशन में भेज दूं, that is most important, and I will make him or her comfortable. But now it's really difficult to assess and gauge your mindset and scenario, because what we think that your generation is living in today in credit card scenario. So आज है मैं कर दूंगा, I don't know, I do not save something to buy a house because मेरे पिताजी ने तो घर खरीद लिया मेरे लिए, and I am alone, क्या करना है मैंने. So I really won't be able to give you correct answer for that.
Jain sir, my name is Akshata. I have a similar question related to AI, that what is the future of data science, and will data scientists' job get affected in future just because of AI?
Yes, because thank you, these are the two things which are interconnected, database and artificial intelligence. If they work hand in hand, then only you will get something. Otherwise, you have got database, but what you are going to do with that database? You have to apply it, and how you are going to apply it? The tool is artificial intelligence. So this is resource and that is tool. So if you connect these two things together, yes, definitely. I think, yeah, we'll take last question. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, very favorite subject. I can talk at length, but I will take a minute. Thank you so much. In India, 1945 Atomic Energy Commission was established by Homi Jahangir Baba. That time world was not knowing about what is fission and fusion. We were far ahead, but because of unfortunate death of Dr. Homi Baba, our program was stalled. But India has got a very, very ambitious 3-stage nuclear energy program. And in that, stage 1, we have got 24 reactors which are functional using uranium, and we are producing the electricity, and that takes care of at present 5% of total energy requirement. In stage 2, what we are supposed to do, we will be having our own fast breeder reactors in which we will be using the spent fuel out of these reactors, and we will be generating electricity. And most important, the third part is we will be having our own thermal breeders. So what you must be knowing that Kerala has got highest thorium resources. So that is fertile material. And when we enter into third stage of nuclear energy program, then this fertile material can be placed in a core, मतलब जैसे इंजन के बीच में रखते हैं, and then we will have the jacket of plutonium, and with that we will be breeding this thorium. To cut the long story short, once we reach to that stage, India will have sufficient energy or out of this thorium or thermal breeders, which will be sufficient for us for next 500 years. So that is what it is. So we hope that it goes in a right way. Now coming to what is the future today. So this is when we talk about reactors generally which are controlled by NPCL and Atomic Energy Commission. But there is a concept of SMR, small modular nuclear reactors. You can browse on that. So it's like a small power pack. It's like a small container based generator. And it has got capacity of 20 megawatt to 80 megawatts. So if that one container is placed at place like MIDC or industrial area, then it can take care of that entire thing. So 50 megawatt small container, 4 such containers set up at one place. Pune ki jo requirement 3-4 years back, that was 220 megawatt. So those 4 containers will be sufficient to generate electricity for Pune. And what they require, they are the power packs. Once the fuel is inserted in those reactors, then you need not disturb it for next 6 to 7 years. It will run uninterrupted. So a lot of research is going on. Canada and, if I'm not wrong, one more Finland, they are rolling out their first SMR very soon. So that's going on. So now I will just spend 3 to 4 minutes. I took retirement in 2017 from Armed Forces. And then I had decided to work in a field where there will be business, but something with which I can contribute back to the society. So I hail from a farming background. My father is farmer. My family stays in village. So I thought that let's get back to the roots. So initially, rather than directly plunging into something about which I don't know, because I was out of my home for 22 years. So we took land on lease here near to Pune, and we worked there. We did not buy it, got hands-on experience on that, and at the same point of a time, set up a small rooftop solar system on my own premise. मेरे घर में मैंने खुद लगा दिया. I learned from that. I learned from this land which I took on lease, and I spent 2 to 3 years on that, took hands-on experience, and that's how I started. Then I went back to my village, and there we developed around 30 acres of land. From barren to, we got it under cultivation. We blasted the land. There was absolutely nothing, no water resources, no approach, nothing, totally nothing. But then that was an opportunity. We tried to convert it, and today we are having different types of cropping patterns there. Initially we started with a conventional cropping like sugarcane and other things. But today we are doing something like aromatic plantation, geranium, which will give us money at regular intervals, which will have very little effect from pests, which will require very less water, and it has got a very good market value. So that's how we started. Mid-course correction, what I said. So that's how you learn it with the experiences. And I started with a small solar project, and in a span of 4 to 5 years, by the grace of God and blessings from patrons like Colonel Marwa, we have installed 125 small and medium-sized projects in Maharashtra, and one project in Goa also, with a cumulative capacity up to 1.25 megawatt. So that means every year we are saving approximately 1200 tons of carbon emission because of these solar projects. Money will follow, but most important, that is what we are trying to give it back to the society. So imagine a small person sitting in Pune, if he does something, 1200 tons of carbon emission we can avoid. So that's how we have done. So in these two fields we are working. Recently we have set up a solar system for our college also. So अब अगर आप ऊपर जाके देखोगे कभी इसमें टेरेस में, तो we have set up 80 kilowatt solar system. So your entire requirement, energy requirement, electricity requirement is taken care of by the solar system. And while doing so, you would be saving, your college, your premise would be saving 80 tons of carbon emission annually. So that is what we have done and trying to do it. So I have finished, and if there is nothing, I think we call the session closed.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your views on how students can take inspiration from army culture in becoming a corporate leader. I'm sure they will inculcate the habit of maintaining a diary, the power of bonding, and how mindset can play a pivotal role in their lives. Thank you so much, sir. We are looking forward to have you again.
Thank you.